I've wanted to do this for the last 10 days. I rise to speak on a point of personal privilege as a member of the Episcopal Church. I'm Heidi Shott of St. Andrew's Church in Newcastle, Maine. What? What would I like to say about General Convention and the Episcopal Church? Me? Well, I've listened to a dozen sermons over the past 2 weeks in order to condense them into 6 words. That exercise has taught me that they all basically say the same thing, that we are people of choice at a critical moment in history. And there are 2 choices, yes and no. Even though there's a lot of gray in our church, a wide variety of opinion and practice and preference, all the important choices boil down to yes and no. When we meet the battered stranger on the Jericho Road, do we say yes and stop to help, or do we say no and keep on walking? When we're asked to serve at a soup kitchen or on a vestry, or God forbid, on the stewardship committee, do we say yes, or do we say, sorry, no, I'm just too busy right now? When we meet someone who disagrees or is different from us, do we say yes and listen carefully, or do we say, no, I already know what you're going to say? When we educate ourselves about our imperiled earth, do we say yes, it's time to change the way we live and conduct our affairs? Or do we say no, nothing I do can really change anything? When we acknowledge that the people of the world are hungering for meaning and community, and that our church just might have what they're looking for, do we say yes and open our arms widely? Or do we say no, thank you, we're already a welcoming congregation? Yes or no? Those are our only 2 choices for 90% of how we order our lives as disciples of Jesus. So if you don't live in Anaheim, it's time to go home. It's time to go home and start saying yes, because that's what's at the heart of Ubuntu. Thanks for watching. I'm Heidi Shott. In a moment, we're going to show you a recap of the entire convention. We'll see you in 2012 in Indianapolis for the next edition of the Daily Wrap. But in the meantime, you can read my essays about trying to live a life of faith in a complicated world from a small town in Maine at goodfaithsyndicate.com.